doing? Nice to meet you. Tyler, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. I'll help you guys load it up. That's awesome. I mean, you came at like the perfect time. I had like 15, 20 people reach out about it. It's up on top as well. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Nice meeting you. Have a good rest of your night as well. Nice to meet you. Tyler, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. I'll help you guys load it up. That's awesome. I mean, you came at like the perfect time. I had like.
I was excited for another beginner bootcamp.
It's up on top as well. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Nice meeting you. Have a good rest of your night as well.
Welcome in, everybody. We are live. I'm using a new microphone here. I want to give it a second, make sure you guys can hear me. Hey, Deal Commander. Hey, Marianne. Hey, Levy. Welcome in, everybody. Giving everybody a few seconds here to join. Right at the top, if you don't mind, just hitting that poll in the chat. Wondering how many people here are actually utilizing Turbo Search. All right, we're going to get started. Perfect. Thanks, Marianne. Hey, welcome in, Kathleen. First and foremost, I want to thank Kathleen and Sean allowing us to put this together, allowing us to meet like this on a monthly basis. going live, answering all of your questions, as many as I can during the live, as well as getting some feedback, what you guys want to see on the next live or other type of sessions that we're going to have. As well as I want to thank all of the developers for all the hard work you're doing, keeping all the tools running, improving the tools greatly. I can tell you the tools have greatly changed since I joined day one, and it just gets easier and easier, and there's more and more information coming out there. Hey, Nick. Hey, 11:30. Thanks. Welcome in, everybody. Today, we're going to go over the Deal Soldier Beginner Bootcamp. It's going to be going through the whole Deal Soldier group, going through all the channels, what we find is the best for a beginner to hit the ground running, what's going to get you started, what's going to help you start finding inventory, and if you're a reseller, what's going to help you start making money. So I'm going to hit all the important channels. There's a lot more than I'm going to hit today, but it would take hours and hours to go through. So if you do have any questions, you're not alone. I'll show you how to contact us shortly. But here we go. Let's get started. So right here, start here. This is probably what you all saw when you first joined Deal Soldier. When you first came in, you got a quick welcome message and a quick guide on how to set up. And then you'll know shortly after that you got your onboarding ticket where you get assigned a live staff member, and we go through all the tools and we go through basically the beginner onboarding for you. Below that, we got how to navigate. Sean puts together a ton of great videos. They're all 60 seconds or less. I recommend checking them all out, even if you've been in the group for quite some time. It's definitely packed with a ton of information. We have Turbo Search. The question at the top, I was asking how many people are utilizing Turbo Search. And that reason is, if you're not utilizing it, you're wasting $79. It's a $79 value. If you're just finding this video, or if you're coming back to this video, or if you're in this live and you don't have Turbo Search, or you're not using Turbo Search yet, I recommend getting it on your phone right away. It's going to speed up a lot of processes. I'll go through the value of it shortly, but it's definitely, right after this call, the first thing you should do if you don't have it is set it up on your phone. And if you have any questions on how to set up, we'll walk you through it. It's super simple. We have our trainings. If you keep an eye on this channel, you'll see any trainings that are coming up. We're doing about 2 a month right now. So the first training where you are today is the Beginner Bootcamp. And then the next training will go over eBay and Facebook Marketplace tips and tricks, how to source inventory, how to sell inventory, and what to look out for. Well, that, as I mentioned, I said everybody is not alone. That's because we have a great staff, a great team. You'll notice we're always expanding. We're always getting new staff members as needed. All questions get answered. I think Sean posted recently that we had 100% question answered rate, or 100% of the questions that were asked have been answered. I've never seen it in any other group, any other, even at work. When I work in IT, and a lot of my tickets don't even get answered, or it's fighting to get an answer. But you're not alone. So if you have any questions, or if you want more information after this call, you can hop into the chat support, click this green icon. It'll open up a message right below. You're going to see it has my name, buddy_DS. And if I click in that, I am now connected with a staff member. I can type in here. It's going to go to all the staff, and they typically answer within a minute or less. I'd say I haven't really seen many messages anymore go longer than 3 minutes. Below that, we got the server announcements. Definitely check out this channel, especially if you see like a 1 or a 2. If there's a red number next to it, it means you haven't seen all the information yet. Hey, Market Major. Definitely check that channel out if you're seeing any new notifications. So the announcement channel is going to be all the information about Deal Soldier. It's going to be any major tool changes, any major announcements, any major... It's just going to be that server information that is... that applies to everybody. So definitely check this out if you haven't. If you're new in here and you kind of just breeze through this channel, you can go back, read some of the previous announcements. Like I said, everywhere we're going to go today is going to be packed with information for you. We have our free lunch giveaway. Very simple in Turbo Search. You can enter for a free lunch. It's a free $15 gift card that we're giving away every single day to a member. Very simple to enter. I'll show you how to enter that shortly. We have our giveaway alerts. Deal Soldier loves giving back to the community. All the time we're giving away merchandise, hats, sweatshirts. I have a beanie that I recently used, especially because we're in that deep freeze in February. And all my kids have a hat as well that have the Deal Soldier logo. And we were all out playing in the snow in Deal Soldier apparel. But keep an eye on this channel. Always super simple to enter. It's usually just reacting with a icon. And that'll enter you into the giveaway. Sean's giving away watches, purses, obviously apparel, gift cards, food. Definitely keep an eye on this channel. Like I said, anytime there's that 1 or 2 next to it, it just means there's a new message since you last checked. We have our quick tips, a ton of 1 minute or less videos that kind of go over what we're going through today. Some of it will go into a little bit more in depth, but definitely check out this channel, how to utilize that Walmart app to confirm the prices that you're seeing in the Deal Soldier is a price you're getting in store, how to look up items, how to scan individually. And this is where Turbo Search, how to scan individually, has changed the game. It makes it way easier. We'll go through that shortly as well. How to navigate any of the reporting. Definitely check this channel out if you haven't. We have our quick links. This is really the encyclopedia of Deal Soldier. What you notice is everything on the left here is going to be outlined inside the message. What's great about this channel is it gives you a little quick blurb about that channel. So if there's a channel I haven't highlighted or you want to learn more information about it, you can hop in quick links, read the little notification to the right. For the example, the next channel we're going to go is Assign Roles. It's just how to ensure you see every category of Deal Soldier you care about. And it's all hyperlinked, so if I want to go to the next channel, I can just click Assign Roles. It takes me right there. Now, inside the Assign Roles, there's two things I recommend every single member does. The first one is going to make sure that you sign up for run deal notifications. This means anytime there's a run deal, and we'll kind of go over what a run deal is, but that's one of our 90 price errors. They go typically super quick. We'll go into that shortly. But what I recommend is signing up for the notifications on that to get those ping notifications to your phone when you're out and about. That way you can react to it as quick as possible. So all you do, match the icon or the emoji with the emoji below. As long as it's highlighted blue like it is here, you are set up for that notification. If you sign up for one of these other notifications you no longer want to get, you can highlight it. That'll sign me up for online fines, but say, I'm sleeping through the night. I don't want to get any online fines overnight. I can just come back here, uncheck it. No longer highlighted blue, no longer getting notifications on it. The next most important role to assign is your state role. We'll go over why, but when you're in Assign Roles, just go ahead, choose your state, choose which state you're a part of. I chose Massachusetts, and that means I am going to get extreme notifications on Massachusetts, and I'll show you why this is super important shortly. We have our creator program. What we did notice was a lot of users were sharing links of how to join Deal Soldier to their family, friends, influencer groups, and you should be rewarded for that. So we noticed that you were sharing the links. We put together this creator program for you. That way you can share a custom link assigned to you and get rewarded for every member that you bring to Deal Soldier. And it's not just every member you bring to Deal Soldier one time. It's reoccurring every single month. I think it's about like $12 or $13 per membership, or as long as you're a member every month. And that gets brought into where you signed up into your WAP account right away. So you get access to that money as soon as they become a member. As always, we have everything translated in Spanish as well. So if your native language is Spanish, we have all the channels, all the information for you available as well. And then we are always looking for, as we continue to grow, continue to expand, we are looking for exceptional talent. So if you've been recognized in the chat, helping other users, if you have any interest in helping people out, becoming some kind of a support role, I recommend that you enlist, you sign up, and then as soon as the spot comes open, we'll go through those applications and choose somebody through there. We have our chat room. What I like to see this as is kind of like a family chat. It's where like-minded individuals can connect. This is, like I noticed earlier today, somebody was posting about coolers going on clearance. Now that's huge because we've seen the coolers go on clearance. We've seen this cycle 2 other times, but it's a way to connect. It's a way to get information. Everybody in here is like-minded. We all want to help each other out. We all want to succeed. And the bigger our community grows, the bigger that, or the more successful we become. I notice I pop in here and I'm seeing everybody joking around. They're talking about how their day's going, any fines or leads that they're seeing, how to sell something they picked up, or any issues that they had, or even those funny Walmart stories. The one thing I want to point out is in every single channel, at the top, you have pinned messages. And why this is important is anything that gets posted in the channel that you're in, if we find it important, we find it value to somebody else, we're going to go ahead and pin that message. That way you can scroll through and check out any other messages that we found important. For an example, I believe how to select your 10 stores for local AI, or how to set up Turbo Search just by clicking the one button to get into the Apple test flight and getting the app on your phone. Definitely great to check this out, especially in any channel if you get stuck or you want to see any important information that's been posted in that channel. And then we have the same thing for Spanish, so that way you can connect with like-minded individuals and you can have that family connection So we got our victory vids. This is my cup of coffee in the morning, this and Victory Vault. So victory vids, what it is a lot of people taking videos of their haul, taking videos of the share or their experience in the store, sharing it with the group. Sorry about that. Sharing videos with the group, showing people their haul, and there's two reasons why this is beneficial. This shows you that it's real, obviously, but then if you notice a lot of people, so let's go in the Victory Vault. When we look at the newest, you're going to start noticing a trend. If one person starts scoring camping, and we are about to hit camping season, we're about to hit cooler. It's when I joined, this was the prime, getting the camping chairs, getting this strollers. I loved everything about it. It brings me back to the day that I joined. But when you start noticing a trend that people are scoring the same items, there's a very good chance that those items are on clearance in your stores as well. So we go through it. We see camping, vanities. So that means I saw a couple posts on vanities. So right here, I seen some more vanities. I seen some garage doors. I seen some camping tents. So there's a good chance that these items are starting to get clearance out in your stores, and you'll start noticing that we're going to see more and more camping items as we go on. We have our Ask Anything. These are for those onesie-twosie questions where, hey, I saw in your live that you sold a vacuum. What's the best way to offload that vacuum? Is it Facebook Marketplace? Is it eBay? How much are you selling that vacuum for? How much did you buy that vacuum for? It's going to be quick questions that you're asking basically the members and the staff as well. If it becomes any more complicated, we may ask you to open up a chat support ticket, just that way it doesn't get lost in the messages, and you're able to reference that later on. Let's go down to run deals. I mentioned before, this right here is one of my favorite channels, especially when a new alert comes in. These are going to be those price errors, either price errors, 90% off, great value deals. You're coming in here, you're going to notice free Chipotle. Chipotle is releasing throughout the year all the time. The Target clearance right now, TVs and bikes have been marked down store-wide. That's just letting you know about the notifications. The $5 tool set on DoorDash, some cheap plates, cheap TVs right now, TVs that are $300 that are typically $1,200, $1,300, $36 vacuums on DoorDash, a price error. We've seen some garage doors, some camping tents or car tents over $79 that we're seeing on eBay selling for $1,700. And what's great about it is a lot of these stores are big box stores, so like your Home Depot, Walmart, Lowe's, Target, and they have great return. So if you end up going into a run deal, you're buying something, you have buyer's remorse, or it's not as glamorous as you expected, there's a high chance that you're able to return that within that 90, 60-day period. We have hot deals. This is going to be a little bit lesser than the run deals. This will have it'll be mostly flips with a lot of personal items mixed in there. Definitely a great channel to check out. I check it out at least 2 or 3 times a day, and I go through it. I see KitchenAids for $2.79. I've been watching KitchenAids because they've been dropping in my Walmart store, and I think some users have seen it as low as $130 as of right now. We got mixers. Definitely a great channel to check out at least once or twice a day. We have our base deals. It's going to be mostly personal items with some mixed in resale items in here. I check this out at least daily to make sure nothing fell through the gaps, nothing that I want to buy for my family or anything that's needed. Or sometimes, depending on your local area, some things will sell better for you than other users. So it's a great channel to check out or at least keep an eye on. We have our store alerts. This is going to be nationwide store alerts for either any of the big box stores, GameStop, Target, Walmart. It's going to be nationwide markdowns where the TVs are getting marked down at Target. Right now, my Target's at 50%. I see people getting it as low as 70%. Puffs. Let's see what else we got in here. We got the JCPenney. Usually the 5-cent sale gets posted in here. Nationwide garage door openers at Lowe's were on clearance. Definitely a great channel to keep an eye on, especially if you're going to go to the stores and shop anyway. We have our food deals. I utilize this channel mostly if I'm at work and I'm looking for something different to eat and I want to get an idea of anything out there, any good deals. $3 for what is this, Burger King Whopper. What I see a lot in here is a lot of promotional food, a lot of buy one get one, or if somebody wins, get something for free. You'll see a lot of free coffees through Dunkin' Donuts get posted in here. It's definitely a good channel to keep an eye on, especially if you don't know what you want for lunch or dinner. There might be a good deal headed your way. We have free stuff. This channel is really just anything that we notice that is like free vouchers. I think a lot of free video games get posted in here. There's a lot of free food. We'll see what else we got in here. Free Coffee Mondays. Definitely a good channel to check out. Nothing beats the price of free. You'll see free movie tickets posted all the time. I think I utilize this channel mostly. I grab all the free video games. You never know what my son will play, as well as any of the free movie tickets. It's a free date night for my wife and I. Now, before I mentioned to make sure that you have your state recommended as a notification, and here's the reasoning. So if we notice a big markdown in your state, for example, this stroller right here, we give you a link to the item so you can check your area. But this stroller looks like it was marked down in Massachusetts for $29, and people are selling it as high as $169 or $180. And we give you examples of those sales. Let's check another one. We got air conditioners. There's one in Massachusetts for $45, and we're seeing them as high as $130, $140 posted on eBay or other locations. So definitely a great channel to keep an eye on. If we notice there's a lot of markdowns in your area, you'll get this little ping. You'll get the little notification on the side that there's a new alert. You can check. So if you're in North Carolina, there's a bunch of these for $26, and people are selling them for as high as $125. We have our Walmart clearance. This is what brought me in, what brings a lot of people in. Walmart, that hidden clearance inside a store, we make it super easy for you to search. The first thing I want you to do as soon as you hop into a Walmart clearance is zip code, and you can set your zip code. And now that my zip code is set, I am ready to search a 50-mile wide radius of all Walmart in my area that have the item in stock. So let's take a look. Let's go to a couple camping items here. Now, I don't think camping's been fully marked down in my area yet, but I'm starting to see the trend is heading downward. You'll notice as soon as I click that Search Now button, we have a little radio yellow icon. It lets you know that it started the search. If I click into this, here we go. We got the Igloo 28 can, MSRP of $53. We see some stores that have it full price still, and I noticed two stores in my 50-mile radius that started to mark it down. So we have $32.50, 2 in stock, 3 in stock. A couple other things to see from this. The fire icon. So the fire icon is going to be that cheapest price in your 50-mile radius. So right now in my radius, the cheapest store is $32.50. Sometimes you'll see stores that have full retail. They'll have it super low, and then you'll see the in-between. We also give you a graphical map. That way you can kind of visualize where that store is based on your location. Anything in the red will be the lowest markdowns, and then all the other stores will be in black. We give you how many are on the sales floor. So that's how many when you walk into the store that are going to be on the floor. How many are in the back room? This is where you have to ask for help from any staff members. You go up to them and say, hey, excuse me, I noticed you had 4 of these coolers in the back room. I'm not seeing any on the floor. Do you mind just checking the back inventory? Typically, they'll say, yeah, sure. Do you have the item name? And you say, oh, I have the UPC number, which is going to be this 0342 ending in 45. I have this UPC number I can share with you, or I have a barcode you can scan if you like. If they want to scan the barcode, you can just click on it on your phone. You just click it, pops it up. They'll scan the barcode, or you can read on this number and they'll pull it up in their Ask Sam app. Typically, 90% of the time, I have no issues. All the staff members will go back there and check for me. Sometimes one of the employees may be having a bad day. I just thank them for the time. I'll probably see them next time I'm there. So I'm just going to thank them for their time, move on to the next employee, and ask somebody else for help. And then we'll also, if we have it, we'll give you the aisle number or the location of that item in the store. So if I went to Weymouth and I went to aisle L1811, there's a good chance I'll find 3 of these coolers on the shelf. Now what's great is we also give you a link to go back to the searching. So say if I'm just doing a hierarchy search, I'm just going through the list. I click that, go back, scan the next item. As soon as I click scan, I'll get that instant notification that I'm starting to search for that item in that 50-mile radius. And then shortly after, you'll get all the results. So looking at the Pirate, $40 Pirate is about the MSRP. I'm seeing all my stores about the same price, it's $27 with a ton in stock. Now, for the $27, I may wait because I see a lot of stock here until the next drop, until it goes down to, say, $10 or $15. Let's go back to a search. What's also great about Deal Soldier is you can change your zip code as many times as you want. So say you're visiting your in-laws in another state, or you're on vacation, you want to check the stores around your vacation. You can go ahead, hop in here, change your zip code, and that'll set me up for another zip code for that 50-mile radius search. When I'm all done, I'm back at home. I can click in here, And I'll show you what your current zip code is. I click in here and change it back to my home. Do we have any questions as we go? Chat's been quiet today. What's great about Walmart is we have the Walmart clearance. So this is going to be all clearance items that we see from Walmart that has started being marked down or that we're starting to notice as the hidden clearance. As well as we broke it up into subcategories for you. So say your sister's having a baby, you can hop into the Walmart baby channel and search all baby items. And now baby was hot a couple months ago, 1 or 2 months ago, or I think even the last few weeks. I still see people scoring baby deals or that are still on the shelf. You just click search now, and I can go through this and search all baby deals for my sister having a baby or my aunt or uncle or nephews. And it's great. You just go through it. You keep searching. You'll start notice the number goes up every time I search. So it goes up to 1 to let you notified that your search has started. And then shortly after your search has started, I'll give you the results right below that. We have our Walmart Flips channel. This is going to be where you buy it for retail price. So you're going to buy it for the MSRP price, but it's such a hot item or high demand that the price gets skewed or gets increased on eBay or Mercari on a third-party market. For an example, if you go out to Walmart, you see this little cute shark on the shelf. You buy it for $55. People are reselling it as high as $180 to $200. And we'll give you examples of that. It looks like somebody bought this for $180 and paid $50 to ship it. Just go down. So if you're going to go to Walmart anyway, you might as well check your shelves to see if these items are there, especially the high value ones where you buy for $24, sell for $85. I typically do a quick search when I'm there anyway. I'm picking up inventory all the time. So typically when I'm selling for a resale, I'm looking for that 75% off. So I'm looking for typically about at least 75% off. So say if I buy an item for $100, I find an item that's an MSRP price of $100. I buy it for $25. That gives me a lot of room to play with on selling. I don't typically aim for MSRP, but I try to go close. And then if I notice it's not selling, I'll go ahead and drop that price. So for an example, if I bought this shark, say for $100, say this is a tool set. I buy a tool set for $25, that's typically $100. I'll start at $80. If I'm not getting any bites on Facebook Marketplace or I'm not seeing any views on my listing in eBay, I'll actually bring that price down a little bit. I'm happy as long as I make 2 to 3 times the amount that I paid it for. That's typically my sweet spot. But it's definitely dependent on your area, depending on the items that you're buying. But I typically aim close to the MSRP price. Sometimes I'll do some market research. I'll see what other people are selling it for on Facebook Marketplace, or I'll see what other people are selling it on eBay, and kind of go off of those prices as well. And what's great is next week we actually have a class on tips and tricks on how to source, buy, sell on eBay, Facebook, how to check market. So if you tune in next week, you'll be able to ask some more, see some more in-depth on how I calculate the price for what I'm going to sell something for. We have our extreme Home Depot hits. This is going to be very similar to the Walmart hits, where if we notice a lot of inventory or are very cheap in your state, we're going to ping you. So for an example, if you're in Connecticut, you have 4 of these in stock for 52 cents, and we're seeing them sell between $40 and $50. Yeah, definitely leave yourself room for profit. You don't want to buy something that's only like 30-40% off. You want to aim where I typically aim for at least double the profit. So if I could sell something for double, I'm typically happy. You know, unless it's a higher price item, if I buy something for $500-600, for $300 or $400, and I'm going to flip it for $800, or even make a couple $100 out of it, I'm happy too. Like when Home Depot did the appliances, I paid about, I think $750 for the appliances, and we recently just sold them all for about $1,500. So definitely leave yourself some wiggle room. That way you're not stuck on some bricks in your garage or in your storage unit. You always want to make sure the inventory is moving. That way you can free up the cash. You can go out and buy more. We have the Home Depot. As soon as you enter that Home Depot channel, you're going to click zip code. Enter your zip code in here. That'll set you up for that 50-mile radius search. And now you can search away. So everything that we've seen starting to become clearance at Home Depot, we're going to be providing you between 2 channels. So let's check flooring. I love selling flooring. So Home Depot, the trick is a lot of the contractor stuff sells extremely well. So a lot of the main stuff people are buying, like vanities, toilets. We have somebody that's bought more than a dozen or 2 dozen toilets and has flipped them for huge profits. So you're going to be looking for like the cheaper contractor stuff, the flooring, appliances, vanities, paint. Paint sells pretty well. But you're going to look for those contractor items because they like to buy in bulk and you can turn a quick profit. Anytime I can find cheap flooring and I can buy a pallet of it, I will buy it all up because I can typically offload that for a huge profit to one contractor or two contractors depending on how much flooring I bought. So we take a look. That flooring that I just searched looks like MSRP. I believe it was about $18. So it looks like it's all full price in my stores. I'm not seeing any discounted. No big deal. I'm just going to go back and search the next item. And you can keep going in here and searching. And you'll start noticing trends as well. And you'll start feeling of what people are looking for. When you start posting on Facebook Marketplace, how many people start messaging you on one item towards another. Like typically, I like to avoid toys now. Toys are slow movers for me, or at least in my area. So unless the toy is an extremely cheap deal or we're around the holidays, I'll typically avoid any of the toys. For Lowe's, very similar. Hop in here, click your zip code, set that zip code, and now I'm ready to search in that 50-mile radius. And the first item right here, pools sell pretty well as well. So I'm going to check, see if there's any pools clearanced out in my area. I get the command, the feedback that my command's being processed, and then within a few moments there, I'll find some information on those pools. So it looks like full price $4.99 or $49, and I'm not seeing any available in my area. It makes sense because it's -8 degrees outside, and I live in the Northeast. You might see pools, say if you're mid or southern. Let's check the next item. Some AC units, especially coming into spring. Oh, that's a humidifier. That's a good item as well. We got some appliances. So that starts. So no humidifier. I just want to show you that it's all very similar. So let's get an item. Let's get one with some items nearby. Oh, it's awesome. So I actually started Deal Soldier with no reselling experience, no sourcing, or my wife took a chance on me. So I said, hey, I saw this live, and it was Sean's lives. I saw this live, and I was like, I think we can do it. And she goes, yeah, I support whatever you want to do. And it's changed my life ever since. I'm able to take more vacations, more free money. I don't think about what I'm spending sometimes when I'm out, as long as the kids are having a good time. It definitely opened up a lot of doors for me. And hopefully it opens up a lot of doors for some of you guys watching as well. I know I bought a lot of my Lowe's out. Lowe's has been hitting for me recently. I bought a ton of garage door openers. So here we go. So similar setup. I just want to show you that the items look very same to the Walmart and to the Home Depot as well. You get the clickable name at the top. This will take you to the item on Lowe's.com, Walmart, Home Depot. You'll see the store name, the in-store price, as well as stock, and the aisle number if available. I'm looking at this. It looks like they're all full price for me. No big deal. I'd go back and keep searching. And typically, I'll build a list of 50 or 60 items and build my route based on where those items are located or where I'm going to see the most profit in. We have Target clearance. As I mentioned, bikes and TVs are hitting 70% off at most of the Targets right now. Let's go search one. So right here, so Target's going to be a little bit different. You get the clickable link where it'll take you to the TV at Target.com. You'll see the stores and the stock. The one thing, unfortunately, that Target doesn't allow us to do is pull the price currently. As soon as it becomes available, it will be put in here as quick as we can. But right now, we can just see that as a potential clearance, where if it was full price, we can show you that it's full price. But the potential clearance means it's been marked down, but we don't know how much it's been marked down. And the only way to find this out is to be in the store, call the store, or open up a live chat at Target.com. So sometimes, if it's a high item that has a lot of stock, I'll typically go to Target.com, open up a live support ticket with Target, and it's just a live chat. And I say, hey, I have this TV. Let's click it. I'll show you where to get the number that they'll look for too. So I have this TV. I'm curious if you guys have it in stock or if you have it in stock in my area. Do you mind checking for me? And they always say yes. And then I provide them, where's the TCIN number? Did I miss it? Right here, TCIN. So I provide them this TCIN number and my zip code, and they'll typically search all the other stores in my area as well, and they'll let me know the clearance price in those stores. And it's really the only tip that I can give you to find the clearance price without visiting the store. But as long as you see potential clearance, there's a 90% chance that item has been marked down, and then you can either head to the store or you can open up a support ticket and find out what that current price is. Let's hop back. And then as well as the Walmart flips, we have Target flips, where it's going to be the high demand items, where we're seeing high resale value, where if you see this Bluey doll, you buy it for 20, you can sell it between 40 and 45. And if you're going to go to Target anyway, check out the TVs, you might as well check if some of these items are on the shelf where you can flip them for a nice profit. We broke out some other stores. This is going to work very similar to the flips, where you pay the retail price and you sell them for a increased price, where if you have a Ross near you, Ross is a great location for a lot of this. You buy it for $5, you can resell it for $20. And we'll give you examples of that. Looking here, it looks like this item right here sold for $20, as well as they paid delivery on that, so $28, just for a small investment of $5. And you'll see a lot of times with shoes or cleats. Cleats are definitely a great buy. You'll see them in Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. Like this one right here, this Juicy Couture purse you can find for $40, and it's been reselling between $250 and $280. And we'll give you examples of all the items sold. That way you know if you're buying a good deal or not. And then our other stores, this will be like GameStop, not Target, GameStop, Best Buy. Let's see what other stores we here. We got Aldi's. Aldi's is a great one, especially on the seasonal items. Definitely a great channel to check out. I know I love buying the high demand items and flipping just because there's always a high profit. Then we have our Amazon deals, the 90 to 100% off, 80 to 90. We broke it out into the percentage off. The one thing I want to mention about Amazon is a lot of times sellers love to overinflate their prices, and you can see it right here. They're saying this flame-resistant jacket is $334, but it's on clearance for $31. And then if there's any coupons, you'll see that below. So just keep an eye on that original price. There is definitely great items in here to find, but there's definitely some sellers that try to take advantage. What's great about Amazon is, say if you bought this lamp right here, you bought this lamp at $175, $159 off, so you paid $16 for it, and you do some research, and you notice it's not a great deal, Amazon will give you an hour to cancel it before it even charges you, as well as a great return policy. You can return the items to Amazon as long as it's sold and shipped by Amazon with no hassle. You typically just bring it to a Kohl's store or any other drop-off locations, and they give you a full refund. We have our blowout bunker. These are going to be what we notice as online deals that are that 70 to 100% off. We broke it down into a couple stores for you. I know Kroger's been hitting pretty big. All you have to do is typically click the link, and you'll see the $13.30 for this Tonka truck, or you can buy it right online for delivery or pickup. Another great way to make some money is any webinars or focus groups. They're typically 60 to 90-minute sessions, and they reward you. Say this 60-minute session on health insurance will pay you $125. Typically super easy to. You just click apply now, give them a couple details, and if selected, you'll get a notification before the date, February 18th. And it's really like a Zoom call, or sometimes it's a one-on-one session. Sometimes it's a group panel where there's a couple people on a call with you, and you just discuss a topic. Very easy to do. And then within, I'd say 90% of the time, they'll give you a gift card or a voucher through email, and sometimes they'll mail you a check. We have online finds. These are going to be those high-demand items. You've seen it a lot of times with the tumblers. Anything that's high demand that's going to release online. Let's see if I can get you some good examples. I know Pokemon cards. Today's Wednesday. Pokemon's doing some drops on Walmart. But this just shows you where you can buy them online for the retail price, what the expected resale is, and as always, some examples of that being sold. So it's going to work very similar to the Flips channel, but these are typically limited releases or limited time launch, where they launch at a certain hour, and it's either a raffle to enter or it's a chance to purchase, or if you can beat some of the bots, like Pokemon cards are heavily botted. If you can beat some of the bots, you can get some good deals on Pokemon cards. And then we have the trading cards. As I mentioned, Pokemon's been hot. I think today there's the Charizard UPC that's releasing. The Ascendant Heroes should be releasing. And then you can follow any of the Prism, football, baseball cards if you're into any of the collecting or selling of any of the trading cards. Now, before we jump into Turbo Search, do we have any questions? So Turbo Search, this is extremely, extremely powerful, especially if you install this on your mobile device. This is compatible on any internet-facing device, so this will be good on your tablet, cell phone, your laptop, your work laptop. Anywhere you have internet access, you have access to Turbo Search. Very simple to log in. It just uses your Deal Soldier, the Discord login that you use for Deal Soldier. And you'll see right here, greeted with deals. These are going to be the same deals that you saw. So at the top, I have deals. I have my favorites hidden, and then the store that I'm looking at. So I'm looking at Walmart right here. So I'm looking at Walmart deals. I can go through here just like you did in Discord. One click button, search now. You get that instant, it's searching. You'll see if there's any coolers in stock in my area. Within a few moments there, you get your view results. And I can see the coolers as low as $44, down from the $112 of MSRP. And I have some on my floor. So I can build a list based on everything that I search in Turbo Search. So say, for an example, I want to keep this item in North Reading. Click Add to Trip. I'm going to call this trip 24 because that's just everything I'm searching today. And I'll show you why that's powerful later. Or actually in a few seconds here. Let's search a couple more items. Let's check this lawnmower. View results. Looks like all the cheap lawnmowers are sold out in my stores. I just have the full price one. Pass on that. Just keep going through the list. So once I have a few items, so I'm just going to select whatever the price this item is. I'm just going to select it and add it to my trip so I can show you why I did that. As I mentioned before, Deal Soldier is always giving free lunches every single day, $15 voucher to select stores. To enter that, when you're in Turbo Search at the bottom left, you're going to see this little green free lunch icon. Click on that and just enter giveaway, and that'll enter you in for the giveaway for a free lunch. All right, my results are ready. So I see this. We have a Canopy 10x6 sunshade for $8.50. I'm going to add that to my trip. I'm going to add it to my 2-4 trip. And the reason why I did that was I'm building a list that I'm able to, let's head to trips. So say I have 30 or 40 items, I can break it out for what store those items were in. So say if I had 5 items in store A and 20 items in store B, I can see which store makes more sense for me to hit. And then I can see a list of the current price and the total that it would be if I bought every single item. So I use this as kind of my planning, where I'm going to hit, say if I have 50 stores that have inventory that I want to purchase, but some of those stores are heavy hitters, I can see the value of each store. We also have your results. So everything that I searched inside of Deal Soldier, as well as everything that I search inside of Turbo Search, is going to be posted right here in my results. So these are all my Walmart search results. I can go back, I can click on it to view my last search. So I see that was $8.50. This was the full price. So I can see a search history, and I can build a list based off my search history as well. We have our hot deals, items that we're seeing a lot of members finding. We give you the top 10 items that users are finding in their stores. That way you can first search these items and see if there's any of these items around you. We also have local AI. Who here has used local AI? Anybody? So what's great about this is, after I go through this, I'm going to put my zip code in here. I'm going to set this. And make sure you pick the zip code around you, because you can only reset it once every 30 days. So I'm going to pick my stores. I'm just going to pick my 10 closest stores. So I click my 10 stores. Complete setup. Now you can pick whatever 10 stores that you're looking for. Yeah, check out the power of this. So now that I have my 10 stores set, I'm going to click Scan My Area. It's going to scan my zip code, generate report. Oh, this is great. I'm seeing a lot of people using local AI. I see some not. So what this will do is, this is going to build an inventory list for every single one of my stores that I had selected. It'll show me any item that is marked down in those stores. And it doesn't even take long. It takes less than a minute. And I run this every single morning. Right when I first wake up, I check out the Victory Vault, the Victory videos. I'll run a turbo search, and then I'll also run a Home Depot report as well. You do have to leave a review to get it unlocked, but it's extremely powerful. I highly recommend it, especially if you plan on staying with Deal Soldier. All right, let's see. View report. And now I can do a couple things. I can see all items on clearance. I can sort it by store. So if I just wanted to see my closest store, I can click that and I'll see items just for that store. They'll let you know the price as well as the lowest price. And then I can click stores below that. And what I recommend everybody does is click the stores and make sure that the store that you have selected is that lowest price. And then I can go through. I can click the item. It takes me to the Walmart listing. Say if I'm at the store and I'm having trouble finding a camping item, I can click the barcode. I can share this UPC with a staff member, or I can share the barcode with them as well. Yeah, so typically, so I work from home. I'm fortunate enough to work from home, so I'll wake up, help the wife with the kids, get them to school sometimes, or sometimes I'll sleep and she'll get the kids ready for school. I'll go down to work. I log into my work computer. And then I'll check a couple things. I'll check the Victory vid. I'll check the Victory Vault, see what other members are scoring, cheer them on. If I start noticing a trend that a lot of people are scoring camping items or a lot of people are scoring vanities, that's going to be the first items I'm going to look for in my searching. So if I noticed a lot of people, say at Home Depot, were scoring vanities, and we saw a couple of vanities, I'm going to go straight to the Home Depot channel. I'll show you. I'll go straight to the Home Depot channel. Right here, I'm going to say in Home Depot. I'm going to type vanity, if I knew how to type. I'm just going to jump to the vanity. Just click search now. And then I'm going to go to the next one after that one's finished searching. So you'll get the initial search. You'll notice when you get other messages, you can just move to the next one. Click jump. Search this one. I'll do this for anything that I noticed that was high value or a lot of members were posting success in their Victory Vault. So as I mentioned, that Victory Vault is a great way to connect with other people, share what you're finding, as well as seeing what other members are finding. And this is where I mean the power of community. The more that we help each other out, the more that we know. After I search that, typically I'll go to Turbo Search. I'll run my local AI every single morning to see if any prices have fluctuated in my Walmart store. And then I'll go ahead and make a list. And typically I go out about 1 or 2 times a week shopping. So typically I'll build a hit list of stores that I want to hit, and I'll hit them either on a Thursday or Friday if I can. Do you have any other questions? The one last thing I want to show you is, say if I'm at Walmart.com and I'm looking for an item, and say, for example, it's Valentine's Day coming up and I want to buy my wife this heart-shaped tree. Not even sure what it is. I can hop in here. I can grab this URL at the top. And it's definitely easier on your phone, but you can grab this URL at the top. Hop back in. At the lower right, you're going to see this little scan icon. Now, because I'm on a computer, it's not going to load up the camera, but I can enter UPC link. I can take that full URL, paste it in here, and search now. And this will build an item, even if it's not on clearance. I can see an inventory list of this item and the price of it in each store. Walmart is definitely notorious for having different prices at different locations. But looking at this, I can see that full inventory, so I don't have to waste my time going to the wrong store that may only have 1 or 2 in stock, where I can deviate, go a little bit further, and find one store that has 8 in stock. So I can use this for regular day items or high demand items, or if I'm looking for a particular item and make sure that they have enough stock. So if I'm having my son's birthday party and I need enough of something, I don't want to go to a store that only had 4 when I need 11. So I use this for everyday shopping as well. Extremely powerful, works awesome on your phone. As I mentioned, if you come across a video later on, or if somebody's watching this video and hasn't used Turbo Search yet, definitely get that set up on your phone right after you watch the video or right after this call, and at least start playing around with it. Make sure it's you're getting that full $79 value, especially if you're on that trial. If you're on that trial, I want you to touch everything. I want you to see the true power of Deal Soldier, because after you see that true power, You're going to stay with us. You're going to ask a lot of questions. You're going to learn, and it's just going to change your life like it did mine. I want to thank everybody for spending the last 46 minutes with me. How accurate is the stock count? So the stock count is as accurate as the Walmart is. So we directly connect to Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's. We directly connect to the stores. We see the exact stock count of those stores. So as long as somebody hasn't walked out with that item and stole it, or as long as that item, so anything that the Walmart employees see, we're going to see. So as long as somebody didn't walk out, steal the item, or somebody took the item and misplaced it in the freezer aisle, we're going to see the same exact items available. What if you go to the store that shows they have inventory and say they don't? So say, for an example, I went to a store. Let's pull up an item just so I can show you my method here. So if I go to a store, I'm looking, say these pair of pants right here is a tool. And I go to the store, it says they have this tool in stock. It says 3 on the floor, none in the back room, and I can't find it anywhere. Typically, I'll approach any of the staffing employees, any of the staffing Walmart employees. I say, excuse me, I've been looking for this item. It's a toolbox. I'm not seeing it on the store. It says you have 3 in stock. Is there any chance that somebody could have misplaced it and put it in the back? Or is there any chance you can check the back for me? 95% of the time, they'll say, what is the item? Or how can I help you? Or what's the UPC? So I say, I have a barcode if you want to scan it. Or I can share the UPC number. Do you mind just checking to see if it's available in the back? They'll pull out their phone. They'll do their Ask Sam app, put in the UPC number, or scan it. Oh, yeah, it does look like we have 3. Are you sure you checked the location? They'll typically walk me over to the location that they're supposed to be in, see that they're not there, and then they'll go in the back and check for me. And a lot of times, it's really the employee that you get. You'll notice that if you go to a store and you get a really good employee, make sure you seek that employee out every single time. I have some great relationships. My wife, for an example, went to a store 8 times last year for a slushie machine because all I wanted was a slushie machine. She went there 8 times, 7 different employees told her that they didn't have it. She finally had an employee that went in the back, was able to locate it, said it was high up on a pallet, come in the morning, and it'll be ready for her. She goes back, sees that employee. It's ready. She had it all ready for her. As Marianne said, I believe that's my wife right there. It was a lead or a supervisor. They're definitely great resources because they get incentivized to get rid of inventory. So that employee pulled it aside, made sure it was ready for her the next morning, and then she uses that employee every single time she goes. She seeks out that one employee. He goes, bends over backwards for her to help her out. And as soon as you start making those connections, that's exactly what you want. We have probably like 6 or 7 stores that go out of their way and help us out. And we're trying to build those connections at every store that we go to. So if you have a really good employee, definitely catch their name and definitely seek them out. Yeah, it's really dependent on the employee of how much they want to help you out. I noticed a lot of times the older employees, they always want to help you out, but they don't have the stamina to check in the back as well as some of the, I would say, middle age we have the most success with, and then some of the kids, it's hit or miss. But yeah, it's all dependent on that employee that you seek and how hard they'll check the back for you. And if you don't get anywhere with one employee, it is okay to go and ask another one. I think we've asked 3 employees in the same day before and got different answers. I want to thank everybody for spending the time with me. I hope you all have a great rest of the night. As always, you are not alone. If you get stuck or you have any other questions, you can hop into this chat support. You'll always get a live staff member. We're not using AI. We're not using bots. You'll get one of the team members and we'll go and help you out. We've answered 100% of the questions that have ever been asked, and there's no dumb questions. We don't make fun of you behind your back. We don't have little laughing sessions. It doesn't exist. We are here to help you guys out, and hopefully I can answer any questions in the future for you. Thanks, everybody. You have a great rest of the night.